But that's how I got to this thing they call the men's weekend. And in that men's weekend, that changed my life. That was the beginning of my life taking a whole new trajectory. And
so what was the men's weekend? What was that? Is it still
Shout out
around?
to Brian.
It's still around. It's still around. And you know what it is? It's just it's a play. It was they have a men's and a women's. And I'm not going to get all into it, but for what it is, it's a place for, in this case, men. It's all men, and it's just really a playbook on how to be a good man. And what that means is, you know, how to be a good married husband, stay married, and have some skills to stay married. And they talked about success and raising kids and relationships with other men and getting help and concepts like, you know, commitment over ego and these kind of things. And so I'm big on commitment, and these are the discipline. This weekend taught me disciplines that I hold on to today that I think are a big reason why I've been able to transition from a lot of the bullshit I shared with you guys early and all that story. But that's kind of the wreckage. But I think the men's weekend gave me the tools to climb out of that.
But it's crazy how like God put that man Brian in your life at that moment. Imagine if
Shout out Brian.
imagine if you would have never met, like if Brian had never reached out to you, you've never would have gone to that.
Never done. That's right.
Like,
I don't know where I'd be today.
Imagine though, this is crazy.
I don't want to imagine because I don't know. Like I don't want to imagine. You know, but it's kind of two-part because I did. You know, that men's weekend was a game changer for me because, you know, my dad, like some dads, they give their sons a playbook on life. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You ever seen that with fathers
definitely.
and sons?
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
man, they got it. Like that is so cool. And his dad taught him how to do all this stuff, or taught him about money and taught him about how to be successful and cars and this and that. And you know, some dads like that. And or even with the whatever it is, but they give their kids a great playbook on life. And, you know, some of us miss on that great playbook. We're given like a playbook with like a lot of missing pages and bad plays that don't work. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah, throw that playbook away.
Right. So the men's weekend gave me the playbook that worked. And, you know, I could follow a playbook. I'm not a genius, but I could follow a playbook. So it gave me a playbook that worked, and it gave me men to help me learn how to implement that playbook. Got it? Yeah. So that is very valuable because I use it today in everything that I do.
So this, were you going every week, or was it just kind of like this that one
time thing?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, that's a great question. So no, you go to the weekend, the men's weekend for like 3 days. Okay. It's like a 3-day thing. And then when you're done, you go into like a 6-week program where you meet every week, and they kind of teach you how to work the concepts that you learn there. Because it's like, you learn a lot in a weekend. You go to any kind of, you know, any kind of thing where it's an event like that. It's like trying to drink out of a fire hydrant. It's like,
yeah, so much, yeah.
I'm so thirsty, but I'm all wet. You know? Like I'm not sure I understood everything. So they put you through a program to kind of understand it. And then after that, you do weekly team where you do weekly meetings. And I did they have an organization, and you can go through, do all these jobs and learn leadership and mentorship, and you know, you can teach it to other men, basically, and I got to do all of those things. I got a chance to do all of it, and I learned a lot from that. But every week, and to this day, I still have a men's team that I meet with, and we just met on Wednesday.